Hey Aries, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are doing the monthly readings. Okay, so looking ahead at June, what is in store for you? Make sure you do subscribe to the channel if you're not already so you can stay up to date with all the readings. We will be looking at general as well as love today. Starting off this week with the Cosmic Messages Oracle. We will be getting a bit of an overview with that one and delving into the month with the rising moon lenormand. When we move over into love stuff, we will be getting our overview with the forest spirits oracle cards, and then delving a bit with the romantic lenormand. Okay, so getting sort of straight on into it for you, Aries. Aries, what is going on for Aries in June? What does Aries need to be aware of in June? Aries energy for June 2025. Make time to play, have fun, be free. Okay, Aries, why so serious, Aries? Stop taking everything so serious. Needing to make sure you do give yourself some space to just enjoy life at the moment. Making time to play. I feel for some of you that is quite literal. If you do have children, definitely setting aside time to, just do something childish with your children. Play a game with them, something along those lines. I am picking up that for some of you that is specifically to do with your children, needing some light-hearted energy there. But for others of you, it's kind of, I'm seeing someone sort of running through like a field, just doing spins and twirls, just that sense of freedom and playful energy, allowing that inner child out. But we will clarify if there's anything specific wanting to come through with that message. Aries, clarifying this Aries message, have fun, be free. Okay, so we have the crossroads coming through first, followed by the ship. Okay, so that's a decision, a choice to create distance, to, movement. There is a lot of movement there, to choose the path of freedom, expansion, moving your body. So for some of you, this is definitely moving your body. Like I said, seeing someone sort of running through a field, doing little spins and dancing. So dancing is going to be really good for your self-expression at the moment, that freedom, that playful energy. But for some of you, this may actually even be, during June, deciding to, I'm just going to go on an adventure. I'm going to go on some sort of trip or adventure. It may not be a huge thing. It may just be, going somewhere you've not been before in your local area. Choosing to go on a bit of an adventure. I'm going to go and, go down this path today and just do something a little bit different and try something new. For some of you, though, making plans to actually find your own sense of freedom in the world. So some of you actually are making plans for an actual distance trip. Okay, so you're going, I feel like some of you going elsewhere, that the world is your oyster kind of thing, and that you've got the freedom to go wherever you so choose. So some of you are planning to do something a little bit bigger with that sense there, that play energy. So when you are making plans, make sure you do have fun, having fun on the trip as high priority on that list, all right? But looking at your month here, Aries, start, middle, and end of June. What's going on for Aries in June, please? Start, middle, and end of June 2025 for our Aries. I will just need to clarify the start there, I believe. Starting the month off, we do see the whip coming through with the letter. So straight away, that is some sort of some sort of communication that is tension, drama, trouble, troubled conversation, an argument. For a lot of you, that's an argument occurring at the start of the month here. Like the communication just turns into drama or trouble. It can be conflict, as in argumentative energy. A little bug flying past there. The weather lately here has been crazy, so I haven't been able to get the bugs out of my house. It's just like a little fly, I think. Okay, Aries. Clarify the argument that's happening at the start of June for Aries. So it's quite interesting because we have the child coming out here. So for some of you, that may actually be an argument with your child, and like it may be connected to that make time to play, have fun, be free. I am picking up that, for some of you, it is an argument with the child of like, oh, mum, you never have enough time for us. You never play with us, that kind of thing. So some of you, it is very straightforward in that sense. But others of you, it's because we also have the rider there as well. So that's very similar energy to that trip that you're planning, that need to be fun and be free. So there may be an argument. There may be an argument related to that you're kind of trying to, which is very interesting to me because you're being advised to do that and be childlike and be free and go on a bit of an adventure here. But it may actually stir up like an argument between you and somebody else. And they're like, oh, why are you being so mature, Aries? And but this is actually something that you need to do just to connect to that sense of freedom and playfulness within yourself. For some of you, it's a conflict within your own self, arguing with yourself over doing this, like saying to yourself, oh, I feel silly, like I can't afford it. It feels immature to do something like this, but it is being advised to you to go ahead and do that. Who is Aries having this tension with, please? We have the garden and the fox here. So, for a lot of you, the garden kind of does show us that this is somebody that is probably part of your social circle in some way. And they are very independent and kind of stoic and very, this is, for some reason, it really grates this person's gears to see you just stop and have fun and being free and allowing yourself some freedom, allowing yourself some time to play. It really seems to bug this person for some reason. Maybe you're asking them to do that with you. Maybe you're asking somebody to come along with you. And they're being very, a little bit selfish, but they're very sort of trapped in logic and reason and rationale and intelligence. Like, oh, I'm too intelligent, and I'm getting a bit of what's the word? It's like, I don't know, it keeps giving me the word hoity-toity, like hoity-toity. They're too like being a little bit snobby, I think. And they're like, oh, Aries, you're so childish. Like, but it's not that you're childish, Aries. It's that you're, enjoying yourself. The garden really does talk about this person needing to actually meet you halfway. That maybe you're planning it. For some of you, maybe you're planning a date with somebody that is, playful and fun and kind of a fun date. And they're kind of like, oh, this is not fancy. That's because that's kind of what I'm getting from this fox energy. It's like they're wanting to be very reserved and fancy and posh. And you're trying to like crack them out of their shell a little bit here. no offense to whoever this person is, but you're in the right here, Aries. You need to make time to play and express yourself in that kind of a way at the moment. Aries energy. A lot of people don't talk about it. It's tough to be an Aries. It's a lot of fiery passion, and it's not the easiest sign to be an Aries. That playful energy doesn't necessarily come easily to you, and sometimes it can get easily choked up in all the argumentation and stuff like that, the argumentative stuff. Um, so Aries, it's actually very important for Aries to, release some of that fire in positive ways. And playful energy and, going on adventures and things like that is actually a really healthy way for you to be doing that, Aries, and to be, connecting to your inner child. So you're actually, like, I feel like it's important to let you know that you're in the right here. This person is being stubborn, I feel, and they're only caring about themselves with the situation. They're not actually caring about what you need here, Aries. They are being a little bit selfish with the way that they're approaching this, but it does feel as though this may actually cause some dramas. So I'm sorry to be advising you to do something this month, Aries, that is actually going to be causing you some dramas. This person is just too responsible for their own good kind of energy. Um, Very stuck up in their brain, very stuck up just in general, I feel. And I feel like they actually need to lighten up a little bit, and they actually need to meet you halfway. And I feel like that's what maybe why this turns into an argument, is because they're just so stuck in their own self that there's no balance. There's no balance between you and this person, that they're just so far, you know, they can't lighten up, and it kind of makes them feel bad about themselves to see you able to do that, to see you able to just enjoy life and not take everything so serious 24/7. It actually really irks this person because they see that as a weakness within their own self. um, so it's kind of like you're kind of triggering someone here, but I feel like it's actually a really good thing in the long run for this to occur. It's like one of those conflicts that needs to happen, kind of thing. Pardon. The middle of the month, though, we do see the anchor and the lily. So, this may be why this is occurring, because there's something about, securing the long-term energy here and securing emotional intimacy. It's kind of like better the devil you know kind of energy, where it's like you'd rather know this about this person now and know that they can't handle playful energy now, and try to get them to open up to that now, because it's better for the long term for you, um, because you're stable and reliable, and that that this is actually, if it's helping you, then, and if it makes you happy, then it's not a bad thing at all. It's actually helping keep you steady and stable here. Um, Whereas this person, I feel as though you're kind of leading by example this month, I feel, by triggering someone a little bit, Aries. Which, not going to lie, that's probably something that being an Aries, like I said, it's not the easiest thing. You're probably used to that, Aries, triggering people. Comes with the territory, yeah? The end of the month, we do have the stars and the stork. So the stork is your card, Aries. We do see your dreams, your wishes being stirred up here. So clarifying the idea too of what your wishes are, what your true desires actually are, and stirring up hope and optimism, to achieve those dreams for yourself here. So I do feel as though this is kind of really, maybe it's one of those moments, Aries, this month, where it's making you realize that this person is just not right for my life, because I don't want someone who is going to steal my sunshine. I don't want someone who's going to hold me back from enjoying life. um, and there's a moment in the middle of the month there where you're having that emotional intimacy with yourself and maybe with this person to understand that, do you know what, maybe we just are too different here. And so you're stirring this person up for a reason. It's kind of like, well, if this issue gets stirred up this month, not only are you, Aries, going to know exactly, if is this in line with your long-term goals? Is this in line with what you actually do wish for here? Do you have hope and optimism that this is stirring things up in a positive way for the future? Or in the long term, is this just not going to work? I feel like this actually really helps in some kind of way clarify things. It's kind of like you're testing this person, testing the waters with this person to see if they can handle every part of you, Aries. Not just the serious part of you that is responsible and does the right thing, but the part of you that is, that little child that wants to muck around and maybe get up to a little bit of mischief and things like that. So I feel as though this is, your light-hearted side coming out to play a little bit is actually a really good thing this month, because it really sort of helps clarify, is this actually what you want, Aries, for the long term in your life? Is this person actually serving you, or are they able to compromise with you, and understand that side of you as well? Or are they just going to try to hold that side of you back and stop you from enjoying life, which we don't want anyone to stop us from being free. Like, are they going to clip your wings if we see the stork there flying free? Are they going to try to clip your wings, or are they going to allow you to soar and reach the stars, which is a combination of all sides of you, not just one? Interesting. But for a lot of you, that doesn't feel like love, but it may be a love romance connection for some of you there as well. But for majority of you, it doesn't necessarily feel like a love connection. But we'll have a look at love and see if it does, have any elements of that coming through as well. Aries, what's going on for Aries in June with love and romance? Earth elemental, strength, Aries. Stay rooted and draw upon the earth's wisdom to navigate the challenges in your life. So, for those of you where this is connected, stay grounded and know that this is just a part of who you are, that you don't need to change this side of yourself, because this is, you're being advised to really, stop and enjoy life. And this is time for you to play, is time for you to enjoy life and actually express yourself and be free as your authentic self. This is not a bad thing. So find the strength to stay very grounded in that. Don't allow that to, allow that to actually ground you through any challenges that you're facing with love and romance this month. Love and romance for Aries. Love and romance for our Aries. Start, middle, and end of June. Start of the month, we do have the key and the birds. Okay, so the birds there is sort of those conversations, and there is, I feel like for a lot of you, this is maybe connected in some ways here, that you do have this opportunity to open up to a lot of different conversations when it comes to love and romance at the start of June here. There's a lot of opportunities for positive conversations, for healthy conversations, for those sorts of conversations where we, stay up late at night talking and getting to know each other on that more authentic level. So definitely a lot of opportunities around you this month when it comes to love and romance and opening up and becoming more emotionally intimate, not only with oneself, but, with others around you in love and romance as well. The middle of the month, you may have, especially with the key there, you may actually have more than one player in the game, when it comes to love and romance. You may have more than one option this month, trying to, and you're kind of having conversations, getting to know them all. And maybe that's why it's so important to, have these things pop up with other people, so you kind of can navigate your way through those situations and help you find the clarity to know which people are more in line with you long term. We do have the crossroad and the clover here. So this is you, taking a choice of direction, choosing which direction you're going to go here. So if there is multiple people in your love energy here, this is where you're sort of choosing to invest in just one of those rather than, investing, you're choosing which direction you're investing rather than, you know, playing the field or anything like that, and playing all the options, where we're actually choosing a bit more of a clear direction here, taking a chance on somebody to invest in somebody, good fortune surrounding you while you do so. But the option that you choose, there may be a bit of risk involved. It may feel as though it's a bit of a challenge. There might be some challenges that you're needing to overcome that make it feel like you're taking a big chance. It's a, if I follow this path, it's a big chance. It may not work out the way I want it to, but it's a risk I'm willing to take here. A bit of a gamble. This particular person that you're choosing in the middle of the month, so that may actually help you understand who to choose as well, because they do feel like it's a bit of a gamble, and it will take a bit of strength to persevere with that particular path. And I feel like that is, the most likely best path for you there, Aries, is, not taking the easy way out. Okay, because the easy way out, I feel as though, would be those sorts of situations where there's a mismatch in the long run, and you may not even notice it straight away, but there is actually a mismatch. So the easy way out is not necessarily the best way here for you, Aries, this month. The end of the month, we have the anchor and the feminine energy. Putting down your anchor and trusting in the feminine energy there. The feminine is someone very nurturing, lovable, romantic, emotional, and you're putting your anchor down. It's just kind of like, it's giving very much, when I see that. Sometimes when we see the anchor in a love reading, I do get the Pirates of the Caribbean message come through, like part of the ship. So that this person is like part of you kind of feel like you're molded for each other. You're part of each other. It does quite often. It's like, this person is your anchor, that stable energy throughout your world. I do just want to clarify for you, Aries, who that might be. How will Aries know who this anchor is? This is someone that you can rely on, someone that is nurturing and emotional towards you, who, and don't worry about the feminine, if you don't date feminines. The feminine just talks about, divine feminine, divine masculine. They're just a lot more feminine energy. Maybe when it comes to you too, they may be a very masculine energy, but when it comes to you and the support that they want to show you, they are a lot more feminine, nurturing, supportive towards you here, Aries. Clarify for Aries who this person is at the end of June with love and romance, please. That's interesting. I've got the coffin and then the ship here. So for quite a lot of you, you're going to know who this is because of the transformation. For some of you, this is someone that things have come to an end with, and this is the new beginning of, if that makes sense. So for some of you, this is like a reconciliation person, that things have ended with this person in the past, and now we're seeing all that energy being transformed into a new beginning. There is a transformation. They may be like it's a new beginning, a new adventure. it's someone that you can, we see the ship clarifying the anchor. So it's someone that that they can hold you steady through the rough seas. That they can go on, they're willing to go on those crazy little adventures with you. They're willing to make time to play and have fun and be free with you, Aries. Maybe they weren't in the past with the coffin there, but they are now. They are, they're willing to sort of jump on the ship and go sailing with you here, Aries. It's they're part of your ship, part of the ship, part of the crew kind of thing. Um, I feel like you feel that. A lot of you are going to intuitively know that who that is. For some reason with the coffin here, and you can see kind of the moth imagery on that coffin, there may be something about this person that maybe they have a moth tattoo, or it's kind of giving me the darkness, because with the coffin energy, the very interesting thing about the coffin is, a coffin is kind of scary imagery, but there's actually some really positive messages and positive energy that comes from that coffin. It's death and rebirth. So I feel like there's something to do with that with this person. That maybe there's something about them that's dark and scary, but the way that they do that, it's like they transform the darkness into light. The feminine energy is definitely able to do that. And they make it all in a part of the adventure. So that person, they maybe like have like a moth tattoo, or have some dark sort of stylized style about them. Says me sitting here wearing my skull face earrings and all black and some dark I have quite a lot of darker style tattoos and stuff too. So for some of you, that may help know who that person is. Okay. But that's what we have for you this month, Aries. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel. Have fun. Don't forget to play this month. See you all again soon.